Hello, my dear students. Now we have completed chapter 1 of Geography of class 7. I hope the chapter is clear to you all. If not clear, please watch the video again. If there is still any doubt left, you can ask on WhatsApp or email us. All the details are provided in the link below. Now let us start our chapter 2. That is inside our Earth. So the interior of Earth. Interior of Earth has basically 3 layers. One is crust, mantle, and core. The outermost layer is known as crust, and the middle layer, that is known as mantle. The innermost layer is known as core. The Earth is made up of several concentric layers, one inside the other. And these are 3 main layers, that is crust, mantle, and core. Now, what is crust? The uppermost layer over the Earth's surface. The uppermost layer is known as crust. It is the thinnest of all the layers. It is very thin, and it is about 35 km on the continental masses and only 5 km on the oceanic floor. The main mineral constituents of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. As you can see in the diagram, continent, that is the solid part, that is the lithospheric part, is your continental crust, and it is at 35 km. This area is total 35 km above. Okay, continental mass. This is your crust, right? And in the oceanic crust, it is 5 km, only 5 km on the oceanic floors. And the main minerals lying in this continental mass are silica and aluminium. So that's why we call it as Sial. Okay, silica Si and aluminium Al, alumina, Sial. And the oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium. This oceanic crust has silica and magnesium. Therefore, it is known as Siama. Silica and magnesium, Siama. Okay. Now, mantle. Just beneath the crust is the mantle, which extends up to the depth of how much? 2,900 km below the crust. So, in terms of volume, the mantle makes up 84% of the Earth, making it by far the largest portion of the Earth. The mantle is rocky and solid, largely made up of magnesium, iron, silicate minerals. Mg means magnesium. Nfa means iron. Magnesium, iron, silicate minerals such as olivine and pyroxene. What are these? Olivine and pyroxene. Magnesium, iron, silicate minerals. Now, core. The innermost layer of the Earth is core, with a radius of about 3,500 km, and it is mainly made up of nickel and iron. Naive, that is nickel, Ni, and iron is ferrous, Fe, iron. The central core has very high temperature and pressure. It is having very high temperature and pressure. Now, rocks and minerals. The Earth has basically 3 types of rocks, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. And these are of different color, size, and texture. Now, what are igneous rocks? Ignis comes from the Latin word that means fire. When the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. The rocks thus formed are called igneous rocks, and they are also called primary rocks because they are initially formed, so they are called primary rocks. We have 2 types of igneous rocks, that is intrusive, and second one is extrusive. You can see in the diagram example of some of the igneous rocks, that is andesite, basalt, right? Now, we have studied earlier in the previous slide, that is there are 2 types of igneous rocks, that is intrusive and extrusive. What are extrusive igneous rocks? The red molten lava coming on the Earth's surface, which rapidly cools down and becomes solid. When the lava comes on the Earth's surface, it cools down and it becomes solid, and it forms kind of rocks over the layer of the crust. And this rock is known as extrusive igneous rock, right? A very fine grained structure. Examples are basalt. Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rock, right? Now, intrusive igneous rock. Extrusive means something which is outside. Intrusive means something which is inside. So the molten magma that cools down deep inside the earth crust. Can you see? Deep inside the earth crust. And solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks, right? Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock. Grinding stones used to prepare paste powder of spices, and grains are made up of granite. Okay, now we have discussed three types of rocks basically. First is igneous rock, second one is sedimentary rock. It comes from the Latin word sedimentum, that means settle down, something that settles down, that is known as sedimentum. So the rocks roll down, crack, and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. Small fragments. These smaller particles are known as sediments. And these sediments are transported and deposited by wind or water, etc. And these loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rock. And these types of rocks are known as sedimentary rock. For example, sandstone. Sandstone Sandstone is made from grains of sand. These rocks may also contain fossils of plants, animals, and other microorganisms that once lived on them. You can see some sedimentary rocks, that is dirt, conglomerate, limestone, rock salt, shale, sandstone, right? Now, metamorphic rocks. When igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks change into metamorphic rocks by great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone changes into marble. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great pressure and heat, melt down to form molten magma. And this molten magma again cools down and solidify into igneous rock. So this process goes on. Metamorphic rocks convert into igneous rock, right? Example of metamorphic rocks: slate, quartzite, gneiss, cassite, marble. Okay. Now, rock cycle. The process of transformation of a rock from one to another under certain conditions in a cyclic manner is known as rock cycle. As you can see, igneous rock, primary rocks, these are forms. Then again, melting of the igneous rock, it forms magma, right? And this magma cools down to form the igneous rocks. Now, igneous rock, when applied great heat and pressure, it converts into metamorphic rocks. And igneous rocks, after weathering and corrosion, it converts into sediments. And these sediments, after compaction and cementation, converts into sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks, again weathering and erosion. And when sedimentary rocks applied with great heat and pressure, then it converts into metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks, again on weathering and erosion, converts into sediments. So anything which is doing weathering and erosion converts into sediments. Okay. Now, uses of rocks. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses, and buildings. It used in many games as well. For example, seven stones, Pittu, people used to play, hopscotch, that is tapu, tick tick, five stones, giti. Okay. Thank you. Please do like, subscribe, and follow us for more updates. Thank you all. Have a nice day.